I'm hoping the connection is going to go well. Hey, Christine, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for typing in. Everyone, please find the chat and go ahead and switch the toggle from hosts and panelists to everyone. And then feel free to send a little message as you're coming in. We're being live streamed in a few places as well, but I would love it if you were here in the Zoom. And I know that we are also doing Facebook and YouTube, but welcome there as well. As I was saying, it got a little bit windy where I am. I'm coming to you from Ojai, California, and my light is flickering. The internet went on and off. So let's just assume to be in the highest of energy of, I guess, smooth streaming, shall we? All right, so welcome, everyone. And I know the email went out, I think I just saw it on Monday. And that's that, but we are here now. I'm going to share my screen and we'll do a little event, a little presentation for pets, okay? And we'll get started. I appreciate you being here on time. Okay, so we just have to say this, that the contents here are for educational purposes only, not intended to diagnose, to treat, cure, or prevent any disease. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, although PMF therapy is FDA approved, which is great. But they're not a substitute for professional or medical advice. So please consult with your healthcare professional or veterinarian for any medical concerns. All right, had to say that. Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so here's what we'll do here today. We will learn about chi coils, the frequencies, and how they can help your pets and improve their overall experience, but not just theirs. We'll also understand how our own frequency and energy affects animals. And the frequencies we're going to use today are going to help both humans and animals, so we'll both get to experience a positive shift. We'll do a group healing, both for you and pets or animals. If you don't have animals with you, it'll just be for you, or maybe some of it will be for your pets, because, we will see what's needed. And after that, we can ask questions. If you have any, we can open up the floor for Q&A. And I'll also invite you to book a call with me if you want to learn more about how they can work for you or your animals, because we're energetically entangled with our animals, right? We can't say that we're not energetic. For those of you who love animals, you can't say that you're not energetically connected. I think you agree. So for humans, frequency therapy can improve cellular function, support healing from anything, from chronic conditions. So I say support healing. It can enhance emotional well-being and regulate brain waves for better mental clarity, better mental capacity. And for animals, it provides similar benefits, whether it's physical discomfort, anxiety, recovery. We have recovery frequencies from illness and surgery. But the difference is that animals, they tend to be actually more responsive to frequencies. Why? Well, because they're more open to them. They're not as blocked like humans with stress or trauma. that human systems hold, because think of our own limiting beliefs and how they can impact our own ability to fully receive frequency work, right? So they work on all levels and they promote like a cellular resonance over here. Okay, cellular resonance is when a healing frequency encourages cells to return to their natural state of coherence. Everything has a morphogenic field around it, all living things. And our cells, they communicate, right? And they self-repair. So frequencies help to remove blockages and align our body's own biofield, its natural energy field, that morphogenic field. And then that enhances our overall health and vitality, our immune function, and our emotions. So if we haven't met, it's great to meet you here. My name is Galit Rubin. I'm an intuitive manifestation coach. I've worked with many modalities, mostly because I was trying to heal my own wounds from childhood. And so I went on a journey of many, many years to try and heal myself, trying every energy modality out there, also traditional therapy, etc. To here, I offer one-on-one sessions as a coach for Chi Life. We created a 12-week meditation program with Chi Life. I can help you find if you are interested in more information about that. But I've worked with thousands of people and animals to release unconscious blocks and become a vibrational match to what they want. So I work with pets because I ran for many years, 15 years or so, 16 years actually. I ran a nonprofit. I founded a nonprofit dog rescue in LA called Dogs Without Borders, and I ran it for about 16 years. And while I was at the helm, I saved over 7,000 dogs and found them good, loving homes from around the world. It was great. And I was on a rescue mission and it took a village. So before I became a manifestation expert, I founded this nonprofit and it was really successful. It's still running. I just stepped down as the director and handed it to a good friend who was volunteering. Actually, she's right there in the corner. She was 23 there when she started, and now she runs it. Here's me. And but what we did is we rescued pets from mostly crowded kill shelters in the LA area, but others were from different parts of the world, like Taiwan, Kosovo, Mexico, Iran, China, and South Korea. The meat trade, actually, one of my dogs is from the Korean meat trade. And so I'm sure there's other countries that I forgot, but needless to say, we dealt with a lot of issues, right? I was very naive when I started thinking, oh, I just love dogs. All I need is love and to help them. I know that because I love animals, I can do this. It was true because I was driven, but it wasn't the only qualification I needed. So I needed a crash course, and nothing like a crash course through experience. And luckily, there was a good village of amazing human beings behind me. But it was about an operation that ran about on a $500,000 a year. And I will say that 2/3 of our budget was spent on medical issues. And if you are pet lovers like me, animal lovers like me, you know that the pet wellness industry is not getting cheaper, is it? Who agrees that vet bills have gone up? They've almost become astronomical. And same with insurance. and also behavioral issues, training. Now, it was not easy to run an animal rescue. These are actually some of my animal experiences. I do have chickens. I love rodents. This was easy. I bought her for my son when he was younger, but I ended up just loving her so much. She ran free at night in our house and of course ate the cord of the refrigerator in the back, but she had a great life. And Creeper, we still have Creeper. This is Toonces. I think Toonces came back as Avi reincarnated. We rescued a pig. Of course, we rescued birds and we rescued all sorts of animals. But who agrees that we are in the time in the universe where our consciousness is elevating? It's like a time of awakening. I would love some shares if you guys are feeling a shift with maybe type in and just say me in the chat or let me know that I am not alone and crazy thinking that we're the only ones that there's a shift happening. What do you guys think? Is there something going on? You're not alone. Very strong shift, Sandra. Thank you. True, Tina. Thank you. And I agree. But who agrees that with this shift, do you think that we're all shifting together? Not just humans. Thank you, Cassandra. What do you guys think? I put on some videos. I don't know, the dodo. Now everybody with access to has an access to a camera, and so many people are sharing these stories of beautiful animal connections. My dog also acts strange. Yes, in the field. So as we up level, we're not doing it alone. Everything is simultaneously up leveling, including animals. If you're noticing, animals are communicating better. Animals are connecting better with each other. They help each other out. Different species come to each other's rescue. And they come to humans and they ask for help. They communicate like never before because consciousness is elevating and everything in the universe is conscious. So as a consciousness coach and an energy and frequency coach, we know that everything is energy. And if energy is up leveling in the universe, it takes everything with it, doesn't it? And I think that's so cool. We are all moving along in the timeline together. So you might start noticing and give your animals more credit for understanding. Yes, I do. I think the natural disasters are part of the shift. Yeah, I would have to say I agree with that. I think everything is a part of the collective consciousness. Everything is in everything, the universe is conscious and everything within it, right, is consciousness. Yes, all on our own pace, all together, right? And so I suggest to start, if you're not already, to start looking at these animals and having an understanding that they understand more than we think and continue to understand more. So, Project Healing Animals, because as we heal animals, they're here to heal us as well. A lot of us, when I ran my rescue, we had a saying, who rescued who? Isn't that true? Who rescued who? Because, and a lot of times also, the animals chose us. Who's rescued before? Who's rescued their pet? It's like they've chosen us. And we also ran a foster program, Sandra, we also ran, you have to, great. We also have this, we had a foster program, we had a foster to adopt, because we realized that many people said they wanted to foster, but they really wanted to adopt. And as they were fostering, someone filled out an adoption application, and we would contact the foster and we said, hey, great news, we have a great application for your foster dog. They go, what? Wait a minute. Don't I have a say? I wanted to adopt. And it created this whole thing. So the moment they say, I want to foster, we would say, really? Do you really want to foster? What's your end result? What would you, well, if it all works out, maybe I'll adopt. So so they had an ulterior motive, which was great for the animal. But the moment they decided to finalize adoption, the pet's energy changed. It's like they let their guard down more. They became more bonded. There was some sort of an energetic wall that the foster would put up before the foster would fully commit to adoption. And the animals sensed it. It was super cool. My babies rescued me. I know I have had to have soul contracts with my animals. Yes, I want to create a cat rescue one day. Reach out. I will say it's very hard work. It's a labor of love. Take it from me. So we love, who is familiar with our chi coil technology? This is our 3S unit. It has the range of 11 feet. What's great about our PEMF therapy, pulsed electromagnetic frequency therapy, and double as a Rife frequency unit. And there's a lot of studies on our site, but it does not have to be contact. A lot of these PMF units require like to be on the animal or under the animal, and the animal is restricted. But with these, you could just put it not a few feet from the pet's bed, or if wherever you are, they are, you put it near both of you, and you're both receiving frequencies. By the way, I am playing frequencies now. And the frequencies I'm playing, you can choose to quantum entangle with and receive them as well, no matter where you are in the world. And what we want to do is just accept them. So these are brainwave enhancement, balance, and clarity. I'm actually going to change stop sharing for a second just so I can have the sound. I was going to have the door open so my animals can walk in and out, but I just heard like my dog shake his collar, and so I didn't want to disturb that. But just choose to receive the frequencies. They make you smarter. Opens unused parts of your brain. Increase logical, emotional, and spiritual intelligence, and experience relaxed focus. How about you also choose for any animals around you to also receive it? And report back if you're noticing anything with you or your pets receiving these frequencies. I know how it works. Yes, awesome. Yes, and if not, we'll have Q&A at the end. I adopted a 3-year-old Great Pyrenees last April. She's so wonderful, and I've never had a loving dog like her. Beautiful. That's such a beautiful story. Thank you for your share. The aura is incredible, so beautiful. If you'd like to get into one, let me know. So getting back to this is the aura as well, and its field is 30 feet. So you have it on in your room as your animals and yourself are free to roam, and it is a therapeutic grade therapy. And so when animals are exposed to healing, to the frequencies, their bodies naturally respond by increasing that cellular regeneration and reducing inflammation. The frequencies, they also have the calming effect, helping animals who suffer from anxiety, behavior issues, stress, trauma. And there's frequency therapies that these are, none of them, they're non-invasive, unlike traditional therapies. And they're really great for pets because animals instinctually, they seek out healing vibration when they're in a balanced environment. When I open my door to my backyard, my animals, what do? My dogs, all of them, but my dogs especially, they go and they sit in the dirt. They lay in the dirt, in the sun. Even if it's like a 90-degree day, they'll go out there and lay in the dirt in the sun. Why? It's their natural instinct to ground to the earth, to receive vitamin D, right? And when they're inside, they can receive all sorts of healing vibrations with coils, with these frequencies. And through this, when using this, some pets, they showed a remarkable decrease in stress level and physical discomfort after frequency treatments, especially those involving the PEMF. And how it works, just like with us. It boosts the regeneration, relieves pain, inflammation, removes toxins, support longevity. We have frequencies for so many different things, and I'll share them with you. Hey, here they are. This is Jerry and Shay. Not pictured here is little Mazzy, little 5-pound Mazzy. I couldn't fit them all in one photo. But here are some of our, with each pet protocol, we have extended therapy and quick, okay? And they work, unfortunately, cancer is rampant in dogs these days, not just humans, not just environmental, from environment, their food, their toxins, the shots and all that, also through stress and inflammation, definitely gastrointestinal, obesity, hot spots. When I ran the rescue, that was rampant, especially in white dogs. Diarrhea, heart problems, recovery from surgery, even like we did so many spay and neuters per week, and we dealt with so many surgeries, hip surgeries, ACLs, super common. Parasites, actually I ran this for my cat, for the cat protocol a few weeks ago because he was throwing up, and I'm like, what's going on? I ran the parasites frequency and he stopped throwing up. Lameness, ear infections, that was huge. That's very common with dogs like spaniels with very heavy, droopy ears, very common. A lack of appetite, arthritis, really, really common, especially in larger dogs. Kidney issues, we've definitely had those. Vaccine reactions, unfortunately, I avoid vaccines as much as possible, but sometimes we can't avoid that dreaded rabies vaccine. And as soon as I had to get, by law, the vaccine for my dog, I had to fly with her, I had to get her rabies, I ran that vaccine frequency, even though it's a reaction, there's an after jab frequencies in them for people. I ran both of those. Itchy skin, that's a huge one. That actually has really helped my dog. Mouth issues really helped my dog. You know, her breath stinks less. She's I don't want to call her older, but she's been around. And fleas, oh my God, it's a miracle on fleas. And you just put it on in the room. Depending on the unit you have, The bigger, stronger, more professional the unit, the less time and more effective it is. They're all effective. All of them will be effective. It's just the bigger, the longer the program, you have to run the program. That's all. But they will all work. And here are the extended. Some are similar, or these are the quick ones that you could just run real quick. UTI was really big with dogs, especially females that may have been in our rescues. Sometimes they had just had puppies, they were strays, they got pregnant, and as soon as they gave birth, before their uterus completely came back, the vet would spay them, and then they develop a UTI. So that was really big. I think all dogs you could use inflammation. That's just that's just my standard recommendation. So all dogs, please give them the inflammation, the mouth, and the vaccine and parasites. That's very normal, especially if they have fleas, they get parasites. So lots of useful ones here. And same with cats. This is Creeper the cat. He loves these frequencies and he's very drawn to them, as cats often do. Sorry, I missed some of your beautiful comments. The aura is incredible. I have the T-Coil Mini. Yeah, it's if you're ready for an upgrade, it's possible. My cats love to roll in the dirt. Yeah, mine do too. And they're tuned into the rhythms of nature. So do my chickens. You roll on your backyard in the sun too. You know, I say I'm solar powered. I'm right there with you. I adopted a wonderful Great Pyrenees. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I read that already. I just missed the other ones. Yeah, the vaccinations. I'm just reading your comments. I had a situation with the apartments I live in. They had to have 2 vaccinations. Yeah. So, and everything I hear with vets is also switching to mRNA. All vaccines in the future might be mRNA. I'm not quite sure don't quote me on that. It's what I've heard. And it's proving to not be as effective. So that's something that we might want if you are forced to give vaccines and you have no choice, then you might want to use these protocols. Going to use the parasites on my kitties. Yes. So yeah, that's Creeper. And here it's the same, very similar with cats. As you can see, cats do get arthritis and all the similar issues. Mouth issues, itchy skins, infections, and vaccine reactions. How's everyone doing? I really appreciate your comments. Thank you so much. And hey, last but not least, it's not just, the traditional pets. This is one of our beauties. She's a Buff Orpington. That's the breed she is. She's gorgeous. She's a great layer. Her name is Mabel. And lately, I've been doing a little test. There's a frequency that I use for myself every morning. It's called the sun activation, the sound of the sun. And it's a DNA repair. And during the winter, if you guys know about chickens, they don't lay as much because they work on the amount of daylight. The more daylight, the more eggs they'll produce. So in the winter, they produce much less. And so I've been taking my portable G-coils, these, and I've been taking them, plugging it into my outdoors and playing the sound of the sun for them. I kind of started a little late, but boy, did things start to produce. I honestly can't say if it's a coincidence or not, but if any of you have chickens, let me know. It's springtime here, so they are starting to produce more, but let me know if it makes a difference if you want to try it, because they're producing great right now. But it would make sense, wouldn't it? For those chicken lovers over here. So yes, we have all kinds of animals in similar ways that you can use this for. I also recommend, beyond the chi coils for pet frequencies, I also recommend some of these. These are rife because all of our units also double as a rife. Okay? So, why not, right? These I found in the rife. Hostility. That's the name, literally, of the program. And distemper. That's another name of the program. Distemper, I don't know if anyone's dealt with distemper. It's deadly. The survival, can you guys hear Jerry barking in honor of the Chi Coil for Pet presentation? He really hates distemper because it has such a low survival rate. And literally, this is a rife frequency available in our rife program. I wish I had this when I ran my dog rescue. I can't imagine. So if any vets out there, anyone in rescue, you're gonna need it. And also, these are available in the rife as well. And I have dealt with all of I've had to put down a kitten with FIV and leukemia. And it's terrible. Luckily, I haven't dealt with cancer, but I know those who have cats have dealt with all sorts of things, because when they get sick, especially, unfortunately, rescued. Parvo, boy, I can't tell you how many parvo cases I have dealt with in the rescue. I'm excited to see how my baby goes on our healing journey with hyperthyroid with Chi Coil. I love that you mentioned that. We do have hypothyroid with our albums, hypothyroidism, and that is also hypothyroid. We have a chronic fatigue frequency. It is for humans, but hypothyroidism can be found there as well. There's so many, and so you can cross use some of these. But here's something that I would like to do when we do our frequency healing today in our session coming up during this event. I like to use this one. Who said they've rescued their pet? Because rescued, we have a saying, rescued is my favorite breed. And when pets are rescued, they come with trauma a lot of times and abandonment issues. And a lot of times it's not just theirs, because trauma can be passed down through generations. We know this as human. Bert Hellinger, who studied family constellation, discovered that up to 7 generations deep, you can find how family trauma gets passed down through the DNA. Yeah, so yes, animals can have past lives too. Take it from a couple of my animals. Isn't it interesting? And so I like to run the trauma recovery for humans from the abundance, happiness, higher quantum frequency, because I believe that it really does help the pets. Actually, I have this cat named Avi, not pictured here, but Avi was rescued when he was a kitten, and we had some workers in the house. We were redoing one of our master bath, retiling it, just upgrading, and we had a crew in and out here for about a week, and something happened between Avi and the crew, and he was a happy-go-lucky cat, young cat, and something happened between him and the workers. I'm not sure what. And ever since there, maybe he was trapped, maybe they bumped into it, maybe they stepped on his tail. Or maybe they had other, maybe it was intentional. I don't know. But he developed stranger danger from there. Fight, flight, freeze. Sometimes you walked in a room and he didn't even know, like, it was you. And before he could recognize you, he would automatically run. So I started running this frequency for him, and he's got so much better. The only time he'll do it now a little bit is if he's in a deep sleep and he'll wake up and you're just like doing something and he'll go, whoa. So I do need to run more frequencies with him and keep him. He's just an outdoor cat. He loves to run outside as soon as the door opens in the morning. And so I just got to make him be here more, which he doesn't like. You rescued your cat from the kitten mill. She hates men. Yeah, I would recommend trying one of these. All right, so from the perspective of an intuitive coach and working with energy intuitively and studying animal communication, I will say that the energy you hold directly as a human directly affects your pet in your home. If you're nervous, guess what? You're going to sense nervousness in your dog. They're so in tune with you. They're so sensitive to your emotions. I have a client, a coaching client, I'm actually going to see her later this evening, that she has this little 5-pound dog she takes with her everywhere. Every time she has an ailment, her dog gets the same thing. Literally the same thing. It's just unbelievable. But it's true. I've worked with her for years, and when she gets something, so does her dog. But when I started with her, she couldn't walk. She couldn't move her. She had a severe back injury. She could not walk. She had to lay down flat on her carpet when we did the sessions. She had severe ache, spinal pain, and now she's dancing. So it's amazing what's possible. But if we're anxious and stressed, notice how your pets react. And notice that when things start happening in your pets, I want you to look in the mirror and go, what am I going through? Is anyone having an aha moment when you're in distress, when your animal is having behavioral issues, even if you move environments, if you change your schedule, if you are in a new relationship, you will notice that change, any kind of change, is stressful for everybody. And they will show stress. And so they do have a positive impact on our energy, and they are there to help us. We must allow them. When they bring us the ball to play with, we must say, yes, you're right. You're telling me that it's time to have some fun and be playful and not take things so seriously. When you look upset, what am I doing? What energy am I putting out there? Right? So it's when we change our vibrational frequency, when we even do these coils and vibrations for ourselves, our animals will feel better too. Has anyone who's been working with frequencies noticing the relationship, the symbiotic nature of our relationships? So using tools like frequency in our daily lives for us will have an amazing, immense impact on our pets, because we project so much of our baggage onto them without even realizing. And they absorb it. They actually help us deal with it by absorbing some of that for us. So when you take on negative emotions and feeling upset, your pets will absorb it to help you. So it's not just about you. That's a beautiful reminder to really listen to our little gurus. I love it. That are our soul companions. Great share. Thank you. Very true. So more often than not, when we have a behavioral or medical issue with our pets, remember what are we going through. And when people contact me saying, hey, my pet is misbehaving, my dog is barking or is aggressive or this or that, I say 75% of the time we end up working on the human. Most all times when people contact me for sessions, Galit, I need help with my pet. It's this, it's that. We connect, we have a conversation, we tune in energetically and make the realization that it's them, not the dog, not the cat. But yes, pets can come with their own baggage, as we said, from puppy mills, from kitten mills, from rescued from the streets, from abuse, from abandonment, from scarcity, from just trying to survive, and like my dog, from the meat trade industry in Korea. So they can come with all sorts of things. I noticed that when we walk our dogs, if we swing the leash, if he's off leash in the park and we swing it, he cowers. Makes sense. So let's add frequencies to the lives of both humans and their pets and the animals in their lives to enhance this energetic connection. Just as frequency healing can harmonize and uplift human biofields, it can do the same for the pets. We bring balance to both of you, both the parties. And when your pets experience frequency treatment alongside us, the energetic synergy between the two is amplified, and this results in a deeper healing for both. So in essence, frequency therapies don't only promote physical health, but also serve to align the emotional and energetic bond between humans and animals, creating deeper connections and mutual healings. Because it's symbiotic, as we said. So let's run some frequencies, as we said, for trauma. And here is, if some of you are curious about the Chi Coil Aura in the back and our technology, again, they all double as pulsed electromagnetic frequency therapy and Rife therapy. These are also light therapy, and our professional grade machines have crystal resonance therapy, scalar energy, quantum sound. Well, all of them can be connected to sound, scalar energy, and the larger the unit, obviously, the higher the dose. Wonderful. And so I want to direct you to here. This is our Chi Coil. We have a chicoilpets.com website. Some of these photos I got from this beautiful place and all it does. And I'll just put that in here for you to grab, but I hope that you keep your attention here with us, because we're going to do an energy healing together. Some of what it does. Here are the protocols. So look, the many frequencies, plus the Rife frequencies I showed you, plus some of the human ones that you can double. Okay, and what's great about it, no pills, just frequencies. You know that we also have supplement frequencies in our programs, like vitamin D. Obviously, some vitamins for humans are not good for pets, so you must research first before you use them. What are those black eons in the coils from the movie? Are those like magnets? Well, which ones are you referring to, Tina? Tina? hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Contactless. They come with 10,000 frequencies. Their web app, the bigger machines, the more professional machines come with their own console. And humans, portable. This is even portable enough. It can also come on a stand like the horses. You see this over here? You have a barn. If you want to do horse therapy. Yes, they create a vortex. Thanks for that. They do create a torus field vortex because everything in nature is a vortex geometry, like a toroidal field. And so they are in alignment with our natural field of energy, our toroidal field that all living things have around them. So you can use them for many pets at once as well. We talked about this and the cells and the research. And here are some fun photos because my rescue photos are here. I love that. We incorporated my beautiful rescue photos with pets and working with pets and how wonderful they work together. So really, really exciting how I'm so excited to, it's like a dream because I've always believed in energy medicine, and it was at the time when I was running it, it wasn't very acceptable by the rescue environment. They weren't so into frequency healing like they are today. It's so much. So here's one of our events. We did it at Google headquarters in Venice. So we had a lot of impact. But I invite you to, if you're interested, we're going to do the session. We're going to do an energy healing with you and your pets. But over up here, there's book a consultation. And I'll also put that in the, let me put my link here in the, here we go. I'm just going to put a link here in the chat if you want to grab it. And feel free to book a discovery call with me if you want to know more. So we are going to go ahead, and how I work is I work remotely, energetically. You guys know that energy healing, because we are quantum entangled, everything is energy, there's no space and time, it's illusionary. It certainly helps us humans on Earth, but we can choose to connect with anywhere in the world. I know, like, it was a Joe Dispenza's book, Biology of Belief. They published that study of the cell. They took a cell, they divided it in two, they moved it 40 miles away, and they would manipulate the one half of the cell in one area and the other half of the cell reacted in the same way because we're entangled. We're universally one, aren't we? So we will just choose to create a beautiful energy healing. Here come the pet frequencies. Can I ask, you can type to me privately if you'd like, does anyone feel like they're harboring PTSD or their pets? Let me know. I'm just curious. I would love to know if you recognize how that shows up for you, how you're impacted by it. And you can type into everyone, or you can just shift to hosts and panelists. And if you shift to hosts and panelists, I'll be able to see it and it won't be shared. But if you feel called to tell me, yes, I suffer from PTSD, I think I have it, this is how it shows up, I would love to know. Or, hey, if you know your pet has it, how is it showing up in your pet? Thank you. I'm in a therapy program for trauma. Thanks for the share. Thank you. And how is that showing up for you in your life? Do you feel it in your body? Is it a certain trigger and a general fear? Because I would love for you to, if you can, before and after, try and measure it, of just take note is what I'm asking. Just take notice of any changes in you. Thanks for sharing. Okay. So what would it be like if we had a harmonious relationship within ourselves and our pets? Yes, some triggers can set me off. Thanks for the share. Is anyone feeling frequencies no matter where they are? Some of you are more sensitive to frequencies than others. And sometimes when I do these sessions in my groups, also I wanted to show you, speaking of sessions in my groups, if you go to the regular chi coils, I love the frequencies. Yes, you're in my group. So when I turn them on, sometimes people feel them and they tell me how they feel them. Like, for example, I have a client when I run these, and if the volume's too high, she goes, "Can you turn it down? I'm feeling it in my teeth." And so it can show up in all sorts of different ways. My brain tingles sometimes when I use frequencies. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Now, I just want to ask you, when I play these, is anyone noticing anything from here? And I'll share my screen real quick as well, just so you know, if you ever want a session, if you go to our chilifestore.com, over here we have the technology of all of our units. You can go to the aura coil for homes. You know, we're doing also business centers. If you're a whole chi coil life centers, if you want to know more about that, you can book a call with me. But if you, and here's the chi coil for pets that I sent you to. These are all the frequencies, but I just want to show you, if you go to learn and you want coaching, here is, who's this guy? That's Boris, who I extremely admire and learning from every day. And this, you can get a one-on-one with me. Once you book this, you get a calendar link, and we do a full hour of healing and frequencies. And then we did a 12-week. We're kind of in the middle of that, but you can join it anytime. If you click on it, you'll view the details. So just letting you know what's available through Chi Life. You're booking to open a center here in Belgium. Yes, are you booked yet? I'm excited. Grab that booking link that I shared if you haven't already. Otherwise, maybe you already have, but all good. Let's choose the harmonious relationship for yourself and animals. I want you to just close your eyes and imagine together how you want to feel as the highest vibration of yourself and your pets. I want you to feel, open up your heart and like send love to your animals and feel them sending love back to you. Just imagine that there's just this beam of light directly to your pet's heart. And if you have more than one, you just send many beams. Talked with someone from Zurich. Amazing. Very cool. Okay. Just notice how that feels. That is the choice. And imagine if you felt like that on a regular basis. And are you feeling like that now on a regular basis? Are you feeling how you want to feel, aligned, connected? Send love to self too. Yes. So beautiful. I'm going to do this in meditation as well with my babies. Yes, we all, during this session, we're including everyone you want to include. They don't have to be here. They don't have to be in the room with you. They could just know through your heart that we are including them. Okay? Let's choose it. We're going to do a closed eye process. I want you to notice how you feel now compared to how you want to feel. Your level of connection, your level of love, your level of self-love. Thank you for sharing that. Your level of joy, expansion. And that level, you want to take your animals with you to feel that as well, to send them love, to share that, to be connected in that field, in that level of vibration, that frequency. Okay? Now we're going to do a closed eye process where I just speak to the collective field. I say things like instructions, and I call it superconscious, your higher self, the higher self of all and the animals, for the highest good. So when I give these instructions, I'm not necessarily giving it to you, so you don't have to do anything but just choose to receive it for your highest good and your pets. And yeah, okay? So it's a closed eye process for you to receive, and remember, your field is entangled with your animal's field. So everyone is elevating. Okay? So all you have to do is set the intention to receive it. So let's close eyes and we'll start. It'll take about 15-20 minutes, not even, probably 15. All right, and I also will do quantum healing, superconscious recode, energy healing, and whatever the universe calls for today, as well as receiving these frequencies to release any stress from both pets and people. All right, closing our eyes, choosing to receive, whether you're here or in replay, it works. And let's just add our animals to our collective here, our collective consciousness together. Superconscious, everyone is connected for the highest good, receiving the highest frequencies of vibration to step into joy, love, expansion, relaxation, love, and our highest potential, and our beautiful harmonious relationship with them. Superconscious, please treat all priorities across all memories, timelines, and ego states, across everyone in the universal field who is connected here. Please treat as needed, becoming a full vibrational match with our choice on all levels of consciousness. Thank you. So let's go to any trauma event and just release that for the highest good, knowing it is safe to go through life without this trauma. It might feel unfamiliar, therefore unsafe, but let's choose to align that letting go of this trauma is safe and becoming the new familiar. Superconscious, please treat that choice. Thank you. Find the original event. Tag and treat all subsequent events that are impacted or entangled with this event. Treat beliefs entangled with this original event. Treat part personalities identities. And turn the memories into wisdom. Turn any parts that are triggered and out of alignment with the truth that you are safe, whole, and complete now. Let's treat with forgiveness keys anywhere on the body as needed for the humans. Treat the throat chakra, thyroid. Treat any belief that I am not safe, and know that I am safe and protected. Treat stuck, suppressed, repressed emotions on all parties needed. Treat triggers, including rage and anger. Treat fears. Feared to be re-triggered and re-traumatized. Treat that, please. Treat ancestral coding of trauma and events and triggers that do not belong to us in this lifetime, that are no longer serving our highest good. Thank you. Treat contracts, broken agreements as needed. Suffering contracts as needed. Treat lifetime contracts as needed that are not aligned. Treat the third eyes or headache someone's experiencing here in the forehead. Treat the heart and heart center. Treat the ability to give and receive love and exchange love with ease. Treat emotions. Treat any unworthiness emotions based in unworthiness. Clearly that would be the human. Treat I'm not perfect enough belief. Treat trust. I don't trust enough for level of trust. Treat fear of being vulnerable. Thank you. Treat collective family trauma, ancestral trauma, past life trauma, future life, parallel life as needed. Treat womb trauma, please, for animal and human. Thank you. Treat inner child trauma for human. Superconscious, let's increase the bond, the loving, trusting bond and mutual understanding relationship between animal and human, and mutual respect. Treat as needed for the highest good. I want to treat body systems, including DNA, inflammation, thank you, pain, physical trauma, there's also an umbilical cord neck trauma, so it's a human, treat that please. We want to also, for the humans, to disconnect cord from dad with love and respect. Thank you. And disconnect cord from environments for the animals. Thank you. Treat preconditions. Let's treat all the chakras in the humans. Especially the heart and lungs, please, respiratory system. If someone's under the weather, having flu-like symptoms, treat that. Bronchioles. Pet respiratory system. Treat as needed. Treat body systems and organs in the perfect way and order. Treat stress, anxiety, elevate mood to its highest potential now. Thank you. Take some nice breaths and choose joy. Choose love. Treat alignment with this vibration, please. And spread it out to those we love. Treat more emotions, fear, anger, as needed. Thank you. And superconscious, do you see any more resistances in the field? And choose joy and love. And There's more body systems, something in the heart and diaphragm below the heart and ribs. Can we just treat that pressure there and treat the solar plexus specifically? Take some breaths there. Treat the sacral chakra as well. The abdomen. Actually, pet, stomach, abdomen. Digestion. Thank you. Treat the nervous system, fight, flight, freeze response system. Treat as needed, and then let's ground and anchor everything back into the matrix of the universe, including everything we treated here today, across all memories, timelines, and ego states. And I want you to just take some breaths with me. Take your time coming back into the room, taking some nice deep breaths. Letting me know how that was for you. Some of you are coming back. How was that, everyone? I don't know if you guys have also received it on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are coming from. Let me know when you're back and how that was for you, how you felt, what you notice as you coming back. Notice your body, notice maybe your level of stress has changed. I feel still that things are on their way clearing. I just got another wave of like clearing energy, so that probably you're feeling it as well now. Another kind of being able to breathe a little bit better. My headache was gone. Was that you? I'm glad to hear. Thank you. You're so welcome. I feel calmer. I have more clarity. Beautiful. So glad. You're welcome. You're welcome. I would love to know how more of you are feeling after that, what you notice. Do you notice your pets if they're around? How are they being? Anyone notice more shares? Feel free to share it with me. What do you notice? Do you notice? I just felt even more. So please drink water. You know, another good thing to do is like to take a bath in like Epsom salts or like like detoxing salts. Sometimes it helps shift easier, especially when we heal trauma. Any questions? Please feel free to ask. Anything you'd like to know? Did anyone grab that link for booking? Let me give it to you again. Where is it? Link for booking. I'll put it here. This is the discovery call. Does anyone want a one-on-one? I'll put that in here as well. If you want, I'm gonna find it. Where did it go? You want the coaching. If you want a one-on-one, I'll put that in here as well. Christine, not for you. That's a different view. That's a different link. Not that I don't love you. All right. Sound good? Any questions? So I put two links there. One is if you just want a discovery call, you're interested in the product, and you're like, I want to get me in we have financing and there's 30-day money back guarantee. Not bad. So financing is available. You can break it down in smaller payments. You can get in a professional grade or just a starter one. Whatever suits you and you want to start getting in a unit. Or if you want healing, coaching. Okay. Well, it was wonderful to be here. Thank you so much for your support today and for being here. And I hope you're feeling great. I would love your feedback, like what you notice. And I love doing these. And I love to hear how you feel, what you notice, and what your pets notice, what you notice about your pets and your relationship with your pets. Yes, we want to hear your success stories. Thank you. How has Chi Life Store improved your life, whether it's through a product, service, or any experience you've had with us? We want to celebrate your journey. Leave your review and share your story with us. Thank you. That is great. And if we haven't met, my name is pronounced Galit Rubin, if you're not sure of my name. So thank you very much. It was great to have you, great to work with you and your pets and help the collective consciousness of all of us elevating together. Bye, everyone, and thank you for your support. My dog is also very calm. Your dogs are calm. You're welcome. Yeah, beautiful. We treated everyone that was in the collective, no matter how many legs they had or feathers.